dance off, I'ma take your bras off. Hands in your drawers, now I'ma make you squirt now. Trap house, raw dog, welcome to my cable club. Buffalo screw face with that mean shoulder shrug. I'm your type of love, yes. I'm your type of drug, yes. Your type of sex, yes. Hit you with that whiskey dick. Show you what I'm working with. I am on my simple shit. I go with the flow and shit. I be on my nuts, shit. Rock star,
kill the music.
If you start to...
That's how you gotta wake up to that Party King. Listen, if you ain't downloaded the track Party King yet by yours truly, AG, you need to go ahead and download that. Yo, and also, man, the video shoot for my new video Loyalty is going great. That should be coming to you sometime this week. I'm hoping. I'm just waiting on a couple of things. A verse from one of my princes. But how was your Easter weekend?
It was really fun. It was a great weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a great weekend.
I don't do sweets. I know, because I'm a big man. I grew up, I did a lot of sweets. I don't do a lot of sweets anymore. You know, I don't do like the red meat. I try to stay away from the red meat, try to stay away from the sugar and all that stuff. But I indulged on about 16 mini packs of peanut M&Ms.
Yes, you did.
Chocolate eggs. They can't be putting that candy up here in the studio. You know what I mean? That's like putting a beer in front of an alcoholic and saying don't touch it. Or putting a piece of crack in front of a crackhead and saying don't touch it. Can't do that.
No.
Putting ballet shoes in front of a ballerina and say don't dance. You know, you can't do it. I struggled. I had about 16 peanut M&M packs. I had a couple peanut butter cup eggs. I had some fucking Starbursts. You name it. I was going in. I was going in, and I'm not happy about it. So what about you? Did you have Easter dinner? Do all that good stuff?
No, I cheated this year.
Yeah?
I had opportunities to go and spend time with family, like out of town and whatever,
Yeah.
and I stayed home and had my small family here. My other family was in Buffalo, and so my little family was here, and we had pizza and chicken wings. So
you ordered out.
We did. It's just something.
Well, well, you know, at the end of the day, it's about family. But I mean, you can't go wrong with, you know, ordering out. Sometimes mom's gotta
it was nice
do what's
just
best
to
for
spend
her.
some time together and enjoy sitting around watching TV together instead of me in the kitchen and everybody else in the other room. We all got to sit together and chit chat and enjoy our time together. So I was very appreciative of that.
Nice.
So,
Well, here we are, episode number
4.
4.
4.
Thank you guys, whoever liked, watched, shared, subscribed. I see we're averaging, you know, they're breaking it down. I see we're averaging about your 100 and something viewers per week, per episode. So total right now is something like 899, I think, if you add them up or something like that.
We're
for
getting
views,
there.
anyways.
We're getting there.
But this week, all the names go in the hat for the first winner.
That's right.
So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. A couple of emails we got interesting this morning. This was one of the ones that really took my eye because I didn't really think it was a big thing. So I had to really look back at my past relationships and my present relationship and really try to understand where these peoples are coming from, because a majority, I would say 90% of my emails asked about these these questions. And the first one is going through someone's phone. Going through someone's phone. Now, I got a lot to say about this, but I will go ahead and pass it to the lovely Leanne to understand. First of all, have you ever went through somebody's phone?
I have.
Has anybody ever went through your phone?
I'm sure.
Now, have you ever went through somebody's phone and not seen anything that you didn't like?
No.
So every time you went through somebody's phone, you have seen the worst.
Yep.
And through all your relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now.
I shouldn't say through all my relationships because it hasn't been an issue. The majority. I'm not that type of a person.
So I guess what we're getting at here is people are, they're insecure.
Yeah.
They're insecure. So what happens is you have a bad feeling, you have a gut feeling. A situation presents itself to where you're able to go through your significant other's phone. You go through the phone and you see, what are some of the things you see in there? You see text messages, you see emails, you see photos. And here's what I say. I think the worst thing you can go through somebody's phone and see, words hurt. Words hurt. So if you see somebody gibbering back and forth with your boyfriend or gibbering back and forth with your girlfriend, that kind of raises the blood pressure. That kind of gets underneath your skin. When you see a couple of emails, nothing really incriminating, shot back and forth, that kind of raises your blood pressure, even though it's harmless because it has the potential to lead into something.
Right, right.
But when you see full-fledged sexting, making love, photos exchanged, nudity, the whole nine, that is when it kind of destroys a relationship.
Yeah.
But I get why people do it, because I myself has been guilty as charged of this, and I get why y'all do it. I get it. It's seductive. It's sexy. You've had a bad day. You're in an argument with your significant other, or the sparks aren't there anymore. The relationship isn't there anymore, and you get into a heated conversation. Some pictures are exchanged. You're aroused. You're hot and turned on, and I get it. But then, when all that's over with, you make up, or something good happens in your relationship, and then you feel kind of guilty for doing it, or whatever the reason may be.
Okay.
But I get why people do it. I knew the reasons why I did it. I knew, going into the future. But here's the thing. No relationship is going to be perfect. So you try to weather that storm. And if you're having more excitement, because I also know a ton of people who would say, as long as they're not having intercourse or kissing and hugging, and then they're not cheating. If they ain't touching, then they're not cheating. And they're saying, what is the difference between watching a little porn or having sexting with another individual? If they're not really physically not crossing that line, then they're not cheating. And I get it, I really do. And that's a good question, and that's a good topic for us to break right into this morning. But feelings, only thing I can say, and then I'll pass it over here to Leanne, is don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to yourself. Because if you can dish it out, you better be able to take it. Because if your significant other was out there doing that, then you better be able to handle it. Because if you're doing it, then they have every right to do it. So, just saying. So I get why people do it. I get why, but here's the thing: is going through a phone is a no-no.
No, I agree.
It's a no-no. Maybe you disagree.
No, I agree with you completely. If your gut tells you that something's going on and you need to investigate further, either number one, it's your own trust issue that you have issues with, that you need to address yourself, or then you need to talk to your significant other about it and give them the opportunity to come clean. And if they come clean, great. If they don't and you still know it, then you got another issue going on.
I got personal friends that recently are going through something similar to this. He said, dude, as soon as she went through my phone, we were done.
Yeah.
One, she didn't catch anything. But if she would have looked the day earlier, she would have. Mm-hmm. So he wasn't mad that she didn't catch anything. He says, in general, it's a violation of privacy. The government doesn't have the right to go through your phone. The cops doesn't have the right to go through your phone. Your kids, when your kids go through your phone, you get pissed off, majority of you. Your kids don't have the right to go through your phone. So your significant other doesn't have the right to go through your phone. But I say it's wrong, but I also say it's wrong. You shouldn't go through somebody's phone. But if you allowed them to go through your phone, and if you were allowed to go through their phone at any point in time, no one would have anything to hide, no one would have anything to worry about, and it would just make that relationship that much easier. But then again, what I say is, the fact of the matter is that no matter who you are or how long you've been dating, how early you've been dating, if you keep digging, then you will find something, no matter what. Because if you dig long enough and you dig hard enough, you're going to find something. But then ask yourself these magical words. Then what? You're really not prepared to leave them. So what is it just going to be? Stress on the relationship, an argument? It doesn't help anybody. So until it's brought to you, to your face, I wouldn't worry about it. But we've all been through it.
Right.
I've been on both sides of those, where I've caught people and I've been caught. But the difference is with me getting caught is, I think at that point in time I didn't care. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When a woman or a man gets to a point where they don't give a fuck in their relationship, but they're not ready to leave, I think they just don't care. I think you have to care enough to give a fuck, and I think that you have to care enough to believe in your significant other. And it's fun. It's in human nature, man. If you're married and you're going to be with this person the rest of your life, you're still a human being. You're still going to want to look, you know what I'm saying? You might love double cheeseburgers like me, but I like to look at the whole menu sometimes. Even though I know I'm going to get this double cheeseburger, even though I know I'm going to stick with this, I still like to once in a while look at everything.
Well, I think looking, as you say, looking at the menu is one thing, but deciding or possibly purchasing another item on the menu, as you would say, even though you're gonna get, no matter what, you're gonna get that double cheeseburger at the end, that's wrong.
Okay, well check this out. If that's the case, then you'd have to fantasize and you'd have to put all the scenarios in the equation. What I mean by that is who's your favorite sexy man in Hollywood right now?
Mm-hmm. Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if Jason Momoa,
yeah,
we're sitting down doing an interview with Jason Momoa, or I'm on set and let's say we're filming with Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa was almost was offered a role in Howell's Ridge, actually.
Yes.
For the Native American role.
Right.
So let's just say, so these scenarios can come to light pretty quickly. So let's say Jason Momoa, if those of you don't know who that is, it's your boy from Aquaman, mm-hmm. your boy from Baywatch. So anyway, let's say you're having an interview with him, you go out for a cup of coffee with him, you guys, he wants to kiss you. So he hugs you, wants to give you a so long kiss. You're married, but no one's gonna know that you got the so long kiss. He grabs you, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Do you kiss him?
I wouldn't have even gone out for coffee with him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. If I'm married, If I'm with
Your Honor, let me rephrase. Let me withdraw and rephrase the question. If Jason Momoa wanted to beat those panties up tonight, would you find a way to get out of the house and go do it?
Nope. Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, there you hear, folks.
Absolutely not.
I'm wrong then. I stand here corrected because, ready? If my favorite MC, my favorite chick MC, called me up tonight, and she said, da 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 da, I would have a serious decision to make. But it's because you follow them for so long, you've had a like for so long, you're a fan, that type of thing. So it's a little different for me, but I'm here to tell you, she might be right, because celebrity pussy is the same thing as regular pussy, and celebrity dick is the same thing as regular dick. I have banged a couple of your C-lister celebrities, and let me tell you, it isn't no different. You're better off banging with somebody that you grew up with and love and have some sort of emotional attachment ties to than you would just for a status fuck. You know what I'm saying?
If you say so.
That's what I call them, status fucks.
If you say so.
We don't give a status fuck up in here.
I don't know. I guess my whole thing is whether it's...
So phone. Let's sum that subject up. So
no, I don't think it's okay.
So do not go through people's phones.
No.
It is their privacy.
Correct.
I don't care how long you've been married. Email number 2 is Facebook flirting cheating. Drum roll. It's pretty similar to the phone.
It is pretty similar to the phone, but it's different.
I say Facebook cheating is flirting is I say it's human nature. I don't want my woman doing it, and she doesn't want me doing it. So don't do it. But we're human. We're human again. I get it. Somebody likes your picture and puts a smiley face and says you're sexy, or sexy pic, or hot pic, or whatever. I try to post big man sexy pics all the time. My boys call me. My boys be like, "Yo, son, quit with the shit, B." My homegirls be like, "You look good, handsome," something like that. But I get it, you like one of theirs, they like one of yours, whoop-de-whoop. You look sexy in that pic, because I know some girls that look crazy sexy in some of their pictures, and then I know some pictures they don't look sexy. So the ones that they do, I go ahead and I give them the Well,
I think liking somebody's picture isn't flirting. That's just liking somebody's picture. Whether it's a female or a male, you're liking their picture or whatever.
Well, I know people that get into full arguments though, be like, oh, you want to like his pic? You want to like his pic? Like my homies be like, you want to like his pic? You want to like his pic? And they get all upset. For me, I think it all comes down to this. For Facebook, if you're getting in trouble on it, stay off of it.
Right.
If you're single.
Facebook flirting that turns into messaging each other back and forth, that's cheating.
I disagree. I feel like if you're on Tinder or a dating website, then if you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend that's on these dating websites and you're with them, it's time to leave them.
Well, absolutely.
Because there's only one reason to be on there. If they're going back and forth, and here's where I disagree with you at, because I agree that it is cheating, but I disagree with you also because, let's say one of your good buddies from junior high school, college.
Okay.
Let's say you're chopping it up back and forth. Your man doesn't like you talking to your college buddy. But you guys have been friends for years. He's got a girlfriend, you got a boyfriend. You guys are chopping it up for years. You're drinking buddies. and you know you're going back and forth, I'm not gonna like that. But I get that.
Okay.
So if you cut them off, I'm gonna respect you that much more. So if you cut them off, I will respect you that much more.
Right.
But if you continue on, I'm not gonna disrespect you. But it's not gonna sit well with me. But I get it though, because you shouldn't have to cut friends and your world off.
No, but
But if they're exes, you gotta cut them off.
do you think that then when you start, it starts out as you're back and forth, and then it turns into more, and then next thing you know, you're sending pics back and forth and telling them, whatever. That's cheating.
Well, I can say this. My son sends about 400 selfies a day.
Yeah, but
Hold on. My daughter sends about 35,000 selfies a day. So, and I am a pitcher. I did photography for a long time. I love taking pics, sending pics, and all that, getting reactions, getting non-reactions. But if you're in a serious relationship, I suggest you stay out of it. Stay out of that. But it is fun. It is fun. I mean, come on. Every woman wants to be somewhere down the line. Your husband or your boyfriend is not giving you the compliments that you deserve. They're not giving your woman the compliments they deserve. I feel you never have to worry about these things if you're stepping up your game deep in the relationship, years down the road. Sorry about that. And that's how I feel. So I feel like so you said going through phones,
wrong.
it's wrong. Is Facebook flirting cheating?
Yes.
She says yes. I say
I'd
no.
say when you go to the next step, sending liking a photo, whatever, that's not cheating.
If
That's
you're meeting
just
up with
whatever.
somebody, then yes.
If you're on there and you're talking, this is where I think it comes into whatever. You're talking and you're one thing starts to another. Next thing you know, you're talking more often. And then that turns into, because this is exactly what has happened recently with a friend of ours, which is why I'm bringing this up like this.
Ayla.
Right.
It turns into the plunger.
Right.
They call me the plunginator.
Or if you
If you
were
have
to
any,
spend,
ladies, if you have any plugs or pipes that are clogged, call me.
no.
I'll plunge them out.
You're so funny. Anyway, but my point is that if you're doing that, and the only reason why, because we got into this subject over the weekend, a friend of mine, and we got into this subject, and he said that they were sending, that his girlfriend and another dude were sending pics back and forth. He caught on to it, and that was it. Their relationship was over.
Right.
So if you have somebody but if she would have spent all that time that she was texting some other guy, sending that other guy pictures as to be with her man and to celebrate her relationship with somebody she supposedly cared about, it wouldn't have been in anything.
Wouldn't have been an issue.
That's all I'm saying. It wouldn't have been an issue. If you put in your effort to your significant other instead of to somebody else, then you won't have the issue in your relationship.
Gotcha.
That's all. So, I'm done.
All right. So, no. Very nicely done, Miss Leanne.
Yeah.
All right. So, emails. Circle this one. Okay. Really? So we're gonna be critics now, huh?
I guess.
This email says, what are some good movies you've watched lately? I've been struggling with my Netflix. I need a good movie in my life. Well, let me tell you something. When I'm not off making movies, or writing about movies, or talking about movies, I'm watching them. So let me give you some of my movie picks of the week. And this is something that her and I, we were getting emails. We didn't really want to touch base on this, but we were getting emails about it, so we decided to every time that her and I have watched something together, or she hits me up on the phone, she's like, yo, you gotta check this movie out, blah blah blah. Sometimes we have movie night together. It's amazing. So one of them is this kind of ties into hip hop news too, because Roxanne is a Netflix original, and it's about the rapper, one of the first female rappers ever, called Roxanne Shante. It's very funny because my sister used to rock around A Love. Big shout out to A Love, my big sister, Love Dog. She used to walk around doing all that Roxanne Shante in the place, and then she would change the words and put like her, so she'd be like, my name is Love Dog, in the place to be, you know. So
right.
She would do that. So we sat down, watched this hip hop movie. Me, you, my daughter, you know, we're all hip hop fans.
Yeah.
So we sat down, we watched Roxanne Shante. It's a Netflix original. It kind of reminded me of the what's the one we watched? The Breakdown. What is it?
The Breakdown.
Breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was a Netflix original series.
Yeah. So the Breakdown series. So Roxanne.
Yeah.
On Netflix is a movie you should definitely check out if you're a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
Also, if you're a Denzel Washington fan, Roman Israel.
Yeah, that was really good.
He reminded me of fucking. I mean, I like the movie. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. Roxanne, and Roman Israel. He reminded me of a black Rain Man.
I was gonna say.
Anyway, he was on his retardation shit up in there.
It was great.
Denzel delivered a stellar retard performance.
We don't say that.
We don't say that word. I got friends that are that, but no, he played what's the word I like to use? He was very Denzel played a very autistic role in that.
He did. It was amazing.
I mean, if you like Rain Man and then you like Forrest Gump, you will like Roman Israel.
It was great. It was.
So that's two movie picks for the week, but our top number 1 and 2 movie picks. You only got time. You can't do 4. We're gonna do 4 here. That was 2 of them. If you don't got time, you gotta pick one movie. I'm gonna go with Jason Momoa.
Oh, Braven. That was awesome. I was in the end of my seat the whole time.
Braven.
That was great.
Jason Momoa and Braven. That was a great movie. And then if you're looking for a little bit of romance, if you're looking for a chick flick that you can watch with your wife or your husband, and you don't really like chick flicks, the one I'm gonna give you is A Mountain Between Us. With
that had a lot of adventure in it, but it was a romantic.
Men are gonna like it because it's a survival instinct. You know, if you're locked out in the woods somewhere, it's a survival instinct. Women are gonna like it because it's a love story behind it. It's called A Mountain Between Us with Idris Elba, one of my favorite actors. And the woman, what's her name?
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet, who starred in Titanic.
Yeah.
So,
great movie.
Braven, A Mountain Between Us, Roman Israel, and Roxanne are our movie choices for all you movie heads out there that get caught in there on a rainy day.
Those are good.
Those will change your life.
Which brings us to
Hip Hop News. Exhibit airs out Pete Diddy for being gay or having gay tendencies, for going to gay parties. You know, I don't really get into all the, the industry's gay or this, that, and the other. I believe you are what you are, and if you have love in your heart, then you are a person of God, because God is love. So I won't get into that, but exhibit airs Diddy out on some crazy shit. Meek Mills gets denied bail for his 5th time.
5th probation violation.
Meek, come on, man, Meek. Stop violating probation.
They were talking about how, the judge is, being unfair, whatever. You violate probation 5 times.
Goodbye. Hey, I'm kidding. Free Meek out there.
That's right.
Free the big homie. Get this right here. Rapper Nas sells his
his business.
What is his business?
The business that is, they manufacture Wi-Fi cameras and doorbells.
Nas sells his business.
It's called Rings.
To Amazon for $1 billion, which
Yeah.
Nas will receive $40 million large for his cut.
Yep.
So big shout out to Nas. Still getting paid. Damn.
That's
Illmatic,
right.
man. Ever since the Illmatic.
Speaking of Roxanne, he's a good one to go to.
That is true. Over the weekend, we had a big heavyweight fight. Getting into some sports news. Anthony Joshua fought Parker, and Anthony Joshua won by unanimous decision. Anthony Joshua put on a
boring show.
It wasn't a fight. It was a boxing match. Normally he gets in there and he's known for his slugging and bugging and banging and clanging.
Right.
But he boxed his way to a victory, to a very tough and undefeated opponent in Parker. I get why Anthony Joshua took that route. I get why he did it. But now he just done set himself up for Deontay Wilder. And that, my friend, if you're not a boxing fan, if Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua get into that ring, you best believe you need to tune in. That is going to make you love boxing again, to get those two fighters in there. But Anthony Joshua won.
Right. If I was Wilder, I would not have been impressed. Like running out to sign up to fight Joshua.
Wilder may have been scared to fight Anthony Joshua previous to this. But after seeing this performance from Anthony Joshua, and I'm not taking anything away from Anthony Joshua.
No.
But after seeing this performance, Deontay Wilder's got to be going, I can knock this motherfucker out.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm sure that fight is going to be next. Which breaks us down to this Saturday for UFC 223. Big UFC news. Six days before the fight, Tony Ferguson
hurt his ankle or his knee. His knee.
Pulls out of the fight.
Pulls that right out of the fight.
Was doing some media obligations. Turned to the left, turned to the right. Ripped his his ACL, I want to say, or something. Tore something in his knee. He's out. Max Blessed Holloway, which is the 145-pound UFC champion, which is my boy from Hawaii, steps up and tries to fight this guy. He's fighting Khabib the Killer Medov on 6 days' notice.
Right. Khabib is 25-0. I mean, he's not. It's not even like, he's a
25-0. I believe that Max Holloway has a legitimate chance of competing against Khabib on 6 days' notice. I just don't know how much shape he can be in. I'm very excited to see this fight, but I'm very worried for Max Holloway.
Well,
I am going to go with Holloway because I'm going to go with the underdog. But even though Khabib has a really good chance of murdering him in the ring,
yeah, I think it was smart
weekend.
I think it's a smart decision for Holloway to do it on such a short notice. He is the featherweight champion now. If he wins this, he'll be the featherweight and the lightweight champion.
Right.
And then he'll be second to Conor McGregor, who is the only other one that's held 2 titles. So he's smart. Plus, he's going to be in Dana White's back pocket now. So he's a very, very smart man for doing it, even if he loses. He has nothing. There's nothing wrong if he loses, and by fighting alone, he's gaining so much more. So I give it up to Max Holloway, but I think Khabib's going to whoop him.
I agree. I agree. Can't wait to see it. Thank you for tuning in this week. Remember, this is brought to you by Mad Dog Style DJ. If you need any DJs for your weddings, house parties, birthday parties, bachelorette parties, make sure you're tuning in.